I always benefit greatly, and I'm sure many of you do too, when we get a detailed update about the village of Addison. And to do that for us again this year, it's my honor to bring up Mayor Richard Veenstra.
Thanks, Bob. It's really a privilege for me to be here to talk about the village, and I want to thank the Chamber for pulling this event together. I also want to recognize my colleagues whose help, support, expertise, and involvement have been critical in moving our community forward. Their Village Clerk Lucille Zaccaro, Deputy Mayor Tom Hunley, Trustees Harry Theodore, Bill Lynch is here with us tonight, Joe McDermott, Kathy Klusny, Sam Nasty, who's with us. They do a great job in working together to vision for the future and to make it happen. I'm happy to report that 2017 has been another very successful year for Addison. We continue to be financially stable, and we continue to see renewed interest in commercial, industrial, and residential developments, and progress continues to be made in improving the quality of life for our residents. In the area of finance, our bond rating, which is critical in securing the most favorable credit rates, was reaffirmed as AA+, and we were able to increase our unrestricted fund balance from 30% to 37%, due in large part to the diligent work of our staff in maintaining a fiscally responsible operation while ensuring high-quality service levels. We were able to refund existing bond issues, resulting in a net present value savings of $1.1 million. And again last year, we were the recipients of the Government Finance Awards for both the budget and the CAFR. The bottom line is that the village's bottom line is very strong. In the area of community development, 2017 saw many projects completed and many more projects begun. The Lake Street Commons Revitalization Project is all but complete, with the anticipated opening of Lorena's Banquets next month. The construction of the new Taco Bell, which occupies the site of the old Fannie Mae, was completed and the restaurant opened for business this past spring. Up and down Lake Street, Popeyes, Gordillas, Berkey's Cafe, and Firehouse Subs joined Taco Bell in their own ribbon-cutting ceremonies. Across from Lake Street Commons, the $2.5 million Caputo's upgrade is well underway, with completion expected this spring. The renovation will include an entire facade upgrade to the plaza, as well as upscaling the store by 10,000 square feet and adding additional offerings, including prepared foods, a restaurant, and outdoor dining. Continued vibrant growth of the central part of town lies in the options available with the 16 acres of Lutherbrook property. While no plans are currently in place, the potential for our town center is enormous. A little further to the west, the vacant Oxford Bank property is currently being considered for a skilled nursing home and assisted living center. On the east side of town, the remodeling of the First Family Dental Clinic building and the build-out of the soon-to-be-open Dunkley's Cafe renewed interest in the J.C. Plaza area and heralded the groundbreaking for Wintrust's new Addison Bank and Trust, located between Dunkley's and First Family Dental. Ribbon cutting is scheduled for early spring. For years, our eastern entrance to the village was blighted by the abandoned and embarrassing Addison Motel. While not within our boundaries, it was assumed to many to be the gateway to Addison. This past year, we annexed and zoned the property for a new 4-story Wood Spring Suites hotel. Construction of the 122-room hotel will begin in spring, with completion in late 2018 or early 2019. Shifting to the west side of town, the resurgence of Centennial Plaza continues with the recent purchase of the property by a new developer. The addition of Firehouse Subs and Berkey's Cafe began what we expect to be a rapid redevelopment of the entire plaza. A large driver for that redevelopment will be Clarendale Senior Housing of Addison, a 215,000 square foot facility located on 5 acres of land between Marcus Cinema and the Hampton Inn and Suites. This $45 million construction project began this past fall and is scheduled for completion early in 2019. Operated by Life Care Services, this market-rate facility will feature 98 independent, 54 assisted, and 38 memory care units, along with a full dining room, a pub, fitness center, spa, billiards, and a bistro. And as for the number one question asked of 2017, The answer is the property under construction at Lake and Rolling Road is going to be a new Buc-ee's mobile station. It will include 8 pumps, islands, and car wash, and a 4,000 square foot convenience store. The project is expected to be completed in early spring. Clearly, we're continuing to see reinvestment, renovation, and new businesses coming to much of Lake Street. This trend will continue as we continue to market Lake Street as a service, dining, and entertainment corridor. On the manufacturing and industrial front, we remain the 4th largest industrial park in the state and are experiencing a robust 95% occupancy rate. But just as we see growth and strengthening of the industrial sector, the lack of job-ready workforce threatens many businesses. To that end, we've established the Workforce Development Task Force, bringing together industrial leaders from our community, educators, and village government to focus on developing a stronger interconnectivity between local businesses, working with the College of DuPage, Tech Center of DuPage, and District 88 to develop job-specific training programs, to implement student shadowing and internship programs, and to train and utilize the prospective job force that is available within our community. The task force has also coordinated 4 job fairs. Residential growth and development remain a high priority for 2017 as we saw the groundbreaking for 2 major projects. The Enclave at Mill Creek, located on the old Addison Golf Course property, began construction last summer. The 87 single-family maintenance-free homes designed to meet the needs of empty nesters are currently under construction, with several models expected to be completed by spring. The Woodland Townhomes, located on Woodland Avenue, are nearing completion. This 19-unit ranch townhome project features first-floor master bedroom in a price range of $350,000 to $400,000. These 2 projects, in addition to Clarendale Senior Housing and our existing housing stock, will provide Addison residents and prospective residents with a full range of housing options, from starter to family to empty nester to independent and assisted living. We now have a continuum of housing options that allow you to start in Addison and stay in Addison. In terms of infrastructure improvement, the 2017 MFT Street resurfacing project totaled $2.1 million, including widening of Ardmore Avenue adjacent to Ardmore School. A $764,000 project to replace the water main and resurface Army Trail Road behind the Village Hall was completed, and a $1.85 million project for Byron Avenue water main replacement and resurfacing and for Lorraine Avenue street widening was contracted. We were awarded a $400,000 community development block grant to partially fund this project. The Army Trail Road water main replacement and resurfacing project will replace 50-year-old water mains between Lombard and Mill Roads. The $3.7 million project will receive a 50% funding from federal grants to offset local costs and is set to begin in early spring. Infrastructure improvements over the past year include fire hydrant painting, refurbishing of the Chestnut water storage tank, sewer televising and slip lining to extend the life of various sections of our sewer system, and painting of the Public Works building. In keeping up with the new technology, we added a new fuel sensor system at our refueling site, a new turbo blower at the North Wastewater Treatment Plant, and continued to install supervisory control and data acquisition technology in all of our pump stations and critical areas of water distribution, as well as in sewers and wastewater treatment facilities. Phase 2 of the Village Green project which included a walking path, lighting and electrical upgrades, better ADA access, and a permanent location for vendors and for a stage pad, was completed in time for the opening of the 2017 Rock and Wheels season. These enhancements have allowed us to better accommodate the growing number of attendees at Rock and Wheels and provide the opportunity to stage programs throughout the year. Phase 3, to begin in early spring, will expand the area for food vendors and add more amenities to further enhance our community gathering. In terms of quality of life, both for our residents as well as for businesses, a safe community is essential. It's the village's responsibility to provide that safe environment. Programs like crime-free housing, Community policing, DARE, CERTS, Shop with a Hero continue to distinguish our police department as the premier PD in the county. Their efforts and the quality of their work are reflected in Addison's 25% reduction in overall crime committed in 2017. Ribbon cutting for our new state-of-the-art consolidated dispatch center will take place this coming Monday, making ACDC the premier dispatch center in the state. With 15 other communities and agencies utilizing our dispatch services, Addison has demonstrated how consolidation and cooperation among governmental agencies can result in improved quality and service levels while lowering the cost to taxpayers. And speaking of quality, our dispatchers earned accreditation from the Commission of Accreditation of Law Enforcement Agencies. This prestigious recognition is shared by just 3 other dispatch centers in the state of Illinois. Technology and transparency remain a high priority. Our website, addisonadvantage.org, has been upgraded to be more user-friendly and to allow users to complete online forms and applications. It continues to be a prime source of information about our village, along with our other communication portals, including ithappensinAddison.com, our online e-newsletter, Facebook, Twitter, our YouTube channel, and Code Red. All are readily accessible from our homepage on the website. As I've said before, Addison is unique in its resources, location, and spirit that is unmatched by other communities. Our various governmental agencies, service organizations, members of our business community, and church groups individually do remarkable things. But we are a community, and that suggests collaborative actions and involvement that promote the common good as well as the individual good. To that end, we launched the Addison 2040 Initiative. Essentially, it is a series of strategic planning sessions attended by leadership of the 6 major taxing bodies: the Village, School Districts 4 and 88, the Park District, the Library, and the Fire District. Its purpose is to develop a shared vision of our community for the future and to establish common, coordinated goals to attain that vision. Over the past year, we have again seen remarkable results when groups work together to achieve their individual goals as well as to help build community. Memorial Day continues to grow as a major collaborative event for our community. Our Church Leadership Council, composed of pastors of local churches, brought their individual congregations together to celebrate an interfaith Thanksgiving service, to participate in the live nativity scene the night of our tree lighting, to celebrate an evening of prayer for unity, and to participate in food and clothing drives for the less fortunate of our community. Nothing can be more reflective of who we are as a community than the Mayor's Community Charity Ball. Again this year, through the generosity of our friends and residents, we raised over $60,000 to support the needs of 17 local charities. Again, working together with various community groups and organizations, we saw over 15,000 attendees at our Rock and Wheel Summer Concert and Food Fest events. Community spirit and pride was clearly evident at each event, and the local business sponsors gained significant exposure through radio, cable, print, and online publicity. This year, we'll be celebrating Illinois' 200th birthday, and Addison will recognize this milestone with the Addison Medina Shriner Parade on August 26th. This hometown parade is open to Addison schools, businesses, and organizations, and is intended to celebrate both our state and our community. A Sunday night version of Rock and Wheels with fireworks will follow the parade, and anyone who's interested in participating could see Susan after the meeting today. As we continue to see Springfield gridlock and the lack of responsiveness to the needs of local municipalities, it's critical that we work closely with our local governmental organizations and agencies in developing a unified message and strong voice in pursuing positive outcomes for our communities. As a member of the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus, the Illinois Municipal League, and the DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference, Addison works closely with other municipalities in developing long-range plans for growth and development that are consistent with our region. As current president of the DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference, and as an Illinois Municipal League member of the board, I have found that the challenges that are faced by the state cannot be solved by shifting the burden to local government. All that has been accomplished in terms of our growth and development could be at risk if these organizations' voices are not heard by Springfield, but just importantly, not heard by the voters. To better inform residents of the real issues and challenges DuPage municipalities face, the DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference has created an ongoing informational broadcast entitled Issues at Hand. I would encourage you all to view it on our YouTube channel. As I first said, this has been a very good year for Addison, and much has been accomplished. But as always, there's much more to do. As the economy continues to strengthen, we will see economic opportunities develop that we must be ready to grasp. Addison is recognized as a leader in DuPage County. We have been on the forefront of innovation and a leader in demonstrating that unity of purpose and a willingness to collaborate with each other strengthens and builds all sectors of our community. We as independent governmental entities must work together in conjunction with our residents and our businesses to maximize our resources, our talents, and our efforts to give Addison the competitive advantage to continue to lead and not follow other communities. The future of Addison is and will continue to be bright as long as we together recognize our individual value and, just as importantly, recognize the power and advantage of working together with all elements of our community. For only in that unity and spirit of cooperation can we fully realize the Addison advantage. Thank you. And if anyone has questions, I'd be more than happy to answer. And if no one has questions, I'd be happier. So thank you very much for the opportunity. And again, it's been a great year for Addison, and you're all part of that. And we're expecting bigger and better things in the coming years. So again, thank you.